Well, we have organized this training course called Acting in Transition Situations. We felt that there was a need for such a training course because the transitions issue are quite a complex part of our work. With transition, we mean the transition between the humanitarian intervention and the development one. We realized that there is a need to do more in this field. And so the aim of this event is to start inserting, giving the possibility to people to see things with a different angle. The whole objective is to bring together, in the phase of the analysis in particular and of the design of the intervention, bring together the two main actors, which are the humanitarian and the development experts. So I think that considering that we have 16 participants and the representation is quite mixed because we have people coming from Haiti, from Burkina Faso, from Yemen, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Bangladesh. So these are all countries that are facing these problems, and I think that it is quite positive that they are now into this room. But there are many other countries that are in the same situation. This is only the first of these events. So we are now, the objective is to have a first test, and also on the basis of this design more of these events. Maybe also think of the possibility of delocalizing these events closer to the ground. So instead of bringing people to Brussels, grouping people in delegations, in ECHO offices, in order to carry out the same kind of experience. The peculiarity of this approach is that we try to emphasize the fact that it's not a procedure. We want to start new processes going on, and the process is the fact that people have to start together with different perspective and viewpoint to analyze the situation and to find together solutions.
Why was there considered to be a need for this joint humanitarian development framework?
Okay, ECHO stepped in West Africa in 2005 when there was a big crisis in Niger and we had huge malnutrition rates. And after the humanitarian response to this crisis, we were able to have a look on all the Sahel countries, and we discovered that this problem was a long-term structural problem and we needed to address it. So we drafted as ECHO a strategy in order to work within this Sahel region from 2007 up to now. And we realized that we were lacking a lot of information, that we need to take care about children, and that we need to make some lobbying in order to address these problems. Why do we need to do this exercise? Because malnutrition in the context of Sahel is not a crisis area. So malnutrition is very high, and there is a problem of lack of development in this area. But we need to answer this problem, structural problem, with humanitarian aid. So there is probably something to be done in order to address more specifically this issue. So the purpose of doing this exercise was really to link together people from development world and people from humanitarian world to work together and to see from each perspective why do we think that there is malnutrition. And so we have been able to draft a problem tree, I would say, where we could see all the causes of the malnutrition, and thanks to this analysis, we will be able to know who is able to do what and where. And with this, we hope that we can have an impact globally on the malnutrition rates.
Terrific. And can it be used in other kinds of situations?
Of course. For instance, we had floods last year in Burkina Faso, and we were able to use this tool in order to see, okay, ECHO is stepping in first, but after we need to address a lot of consequences of these floods. And we were able to see that with different tools, we were able to answer for a long-term perspective the needs of the population. So it was very useful exercise to be conducted together, delegation and ECHO.